I want to learn a little bit about where you're from. What part of New York are you from? Tell me a little bit about how you got into hip hop at first, and maybe your musical kind of upbringing.
I'm from Queens, Queensbridge.
Yeah,
A few artists is from there, Mobb Deep, Nas.
small names that no one's heard of.
Yeah. So I started doing music like when I went to high school. We had like our own little club and stuff like that. So I started writing music during lunchtime, and then I ended up performing for my school.
Hell yeah, that's kind of how you got into it. What was some of the first hip hop songs or artists or albums that you listened to?
I listened to a lot of Dave East, Karma.
I love
um,
Davies.
yeah.
He's one of my guys that I got into like a few years ago, and I was like, man, I wish I had found him earlier because he's really, really lyrical. He's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
is
like
it about
Dave
his
East.
style you think you like so much?
I just feel like he just speaks the truth in any way, form, like
Yeah.
storytelling, anything like that. So like he just speaks positivity to like people who like may not have that in their life.
Yeah. Davies. Who else you got?
Dave East, Nas, people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the lyrical form of hip hop, huh?
Yeah.
Do you think that's definitely part of your brand when I was listening to your music, I guess one of the things that I have kind of wondered was, were you always in that lyrical realm, or have you tried to branch out and try other things like, oh, this didn't work for me or that did work for me, or has it always been, this is who I know I am?
It always been like that.
Yeah, always. Do you have when did you kind of find out all right, like a lot of rappers have different lyrical styles, right? Like J. Cole, super about the wordplay. How many words can I fit into this?
Yeah.
He's very flowy, whereas Nas is a little bit more of a storyteller or something like that. How do you
Yeah.
kind of describe your lyrical style?
I feel like I'm kind of both.
Yeah.
I could describe my way, like the way I write is both. Like I could be in a day where I just wake up and I want to do storytelling, or another feeling where I just want to just go off the head. You feel me? It's like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you freestyle a lot? Talking about going off the going off the top.
Yeah, I freestyle a lot.
Yeah, you do. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Next time you get in here, we'll have to do a freestyle.
Definitely.
For sure. Absolutely. Man, it's interesting. I think kind of the New York kind of hip hop style is lyrical. Do you kind of agree with that, or do you think that there's a lot of artists that maybe aren't so lyrical from New York as well?
I feel like some people have their strengths, some people have their weaknesses.
Do you think maybe take a little bit of a look inward? This might be a tough question. What are some of your weaknesses maybe?
Sometimes I write my stuff. That could be my weakness. I don't really go in the stool
Yeah.
and just like freestyle. I just write, so that could be something I got to work on.
Yeah, maybe so.
me?
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I had this question: who are some of your favorite rappers right now? But I think maybe you kind of answered that already with the Nas and the, what I mean, talking about Dave East and some of these other guys. But what about collaborations? Is there anyone that you feel like you really, really want to work with that is on your list?
To be honest, not really.
Really? That's the first time. All right, maybe we dive into that. Maybe that's the first time I've asked that question and never gotten that answer, because everybody
Yeah.
kind of has maybe a name or two in mind.
Nah, because you just never know. I could be in the studio one time. I could be in the studio one day with somebody different, a whole different sound. Like I might want to start working on their type of vibe.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people make music that's like for their city. Like I'm not from Jersey, but I started working with Jersey artists.
Yeah.
So like I may do that. Like I don't really think in my head like when I'm gonna do a song with this person, that person.
Yeah. Do you think the Jersey style is slightly different from the New York style, or do you think they're kind of one and the same?
I think it's different.
Really? How so?
Because like their music is more like they dance to it. It's more fluent.
Yeah.
So they kind of started that, but it's kind of like in their own tempo. They got a more stronger tempo than us. Like it's more bass into it. It's more faster.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. Absolutely. Do you man, I was gonna ask, do you prefer the New York or the Jersey style? Do you like moving to the music more, or do you want it to kind of make you think more?
Nah, like I could do both.
Yeah.
Really,
Do you like
yo.
it either way?
Yeah, I
Fair
like
enough.
both.
Fair enough. So